Hello Stampers, and thank you so much for joining me today. This is Laura Buechler of Inky Fingers Papercrafting, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Nanaimo, BC. Today I'm going to show you how to do the Origami Fold with this beautiful designer series paper, Lily Impressions. This is one of the items you can earn free with your $60 purchase during Sale-a-Bration. And just look at how gorgeous this paper is. I learned this fold from Erica Edney, who used Garden Lane for her card. This Garden Lane DSP is in the annual catalog, and Erica was happy to share the instructions with me for how to make it. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about the Lily Impressions DSP is that it has so many different colors that coordinate with it. So you can always look in the catalog, and this is true for any of our catalogs, to see the full list of the colors that coordinate with that paper. Or if you prefer to shop online, you can see that list online as well. Now, because there are so many beautiful colors that coordinate with this paper, I'm using lots of colors to create my card. But don't worry if you don't have this many colors. You could make this card just as beautiful with only 1 or 2 colors. So you will need a card base that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and then a mat measuring 4 by 5.25. You'll also need 4 pieces of DSP, and each of them is cut to 2.5 inches by 1 7/8 inches. Now you could do this with 4 pieces of the same DSP or 2 pieces of 2 different sheets. I've chosen to use 4 pieces that are all different. You'll also need some scrap cardstock that you can punch out with circle punches. And some white cardstock, which I'm going to cut out with one of the circle shapes from the Stitched Shapes dies. You'll also need a piece of cardstock in any color that suits you, and it's just a piece of scrap cardstock that's cut to the same size as your DSP rectangles, 2.5 by 1 7/8. And I'm going to show you how to use this as a template for folding your DSP. So along the bottom of the short side of this piece, you're going to make a mark that is 1/2 inch from the left side. Then along the long side, you're going to make a mark that is 1 3/8 inches from the bottom. Now you could line this up in your trimmer and just make sure that these 2 lines are where your blade is going to cut. Or you could use the ruler to draw a line and cut it with scissors. Whichever method you use, this is what you're going to end up with. And I'll show you how to use that to fold your DSP in just a few minutes. My first step is that I'm going to punch out my 2 circles with my scrap cardstock. I'm going to punch a 2.25 inch circle out of Blackberry Bliss, and a 2-inch circle out of Pool Party. And like I said before, I'm using the second smallest circle from the Stitched Shapes dies, and I'm going to cut out a circle from this white cardstock. I just love the stitched detailing that's included along the edges of these dies, and it's a very affordable die set at $41 for 12 dies. So I'm going to run to the Big Shot and cut that one out. Look at those cool stitched details along the edge of my circle. So you can stamp whatever sentiment you want to on this white circle. I'm using a sentiment from the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set, which is another free Sale-a-Bration item. right here in your Sale-a-Bration catalog. And I'm going to use this sentiment that says, I'm always amazed but never surprised by your thoughtfulness. And I'm also going to use these two little stamps here just to decorate the circle a little bit. I actually have a special fondness for stamps that line up like this, so I'm going to add that on the top and bottom of my circle. I'm going to start with my Blackberry Bliss ink for my sentiment. And then I'm going to stamp my little stems in Granny Apple Green. At the bottom and the top. And then I've got these little dots on there now, and I'm going to use my So Saffron to add those little flower buds in there. See how the stamp lines up perfectly to add those little flowers? Isn't that cool? And these photopolymer stamps, of course, are so awesome because you can see through them and see exactly where you're stamping. And that's all the stamping I need to do for this card. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble these two layers. And I'm also going to go ahead and assemble these circles together. Now I'm going to put this one on top of the biggest one just with snail adhesive, but underneath the white layer and underneath this Blackberry Bliss layer, I'm going to use dimensionals, mini dimensionals in fact. Now the cool part, folding the DSP. So we've got this cool template, and this is how we're going to do it. Isn't that cool? Now we've got our paper folded. So I'm going to go ahead and put snail adhesive on these parts of each rectangle. And then I'm going to add a mini dimensional at this folding corner point so that it will stay bumped up. And there's my finished card. So now that you've checked out some of the many Sale-a-Bration items available, I hope you're excited to earn your own, and I would love it if you shopped with me. You can shop online at inkyfingers.ca and earn your own free Sale-a-Bration items with a purchase of $60 or more. And if you're local to Nanaimo, please come to my Mini Madness Catalogue launch party, which is happening 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, January 25th at the Rotary Fieldhouse on 3rd Street. There's no cost to attend, but please register at inkyfingers.ca so that I can have enough food, supplies, and gifts for everyone. We'll be playing games, enjoying refreshments, browsing the new catalogs, and of course, crafting together with awesome new products. Remember that Sale-a-Bration is the best time of year to host a party, so if you're interested in earning additional free products on top of your Sale-a-Bration rewards, contact me and we can start planning your party. Thanks so much everybody for watching. I really appreciate it and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. This is actually a card that we made in my classes last week, so if you'd like to come to a class and make similar cards or other exciting techniques and products, please make sure you register at inkyfingers.ca. My dates for February, March, April, and May are all on the website, so you can sign up for any date that suits you. Please make sure you drop me a comment below and let me know what you think of the tutorial, and if you have a suggestion for something that you'd like to learn about, please let me know. Remember that you can purchase all the products shown on my website, inkyfingers.ca, and you'll also find more project tutorials, current promotional details and catalogs, the local workshop schedule, and the sign up for my monthly email newsletter. If you're watching this on YouTube, I want to let you know that I have a Facebook page under Inky Fingers Papercrafting where you can join a weekly creative challenge and win a prize from me. If you do place an order, please use the current Hostess code, which you can find on my website, because everyone who uses that code will get a free gift from me. And if you'd like to earn your own Hostess rewards, all you need to do is place an order of over $200 or contact me and we'll start planning your own online or in-home party. Drop me a line for more details. Have a great day, everyone, and happy stamping. Bye!